Restart.
Welcome back to Show Junk, everybody.
9th of January. 3 days after the insurrection. Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Susato-san took a deep breath, then gently slid back the bolt. Ah, Russian jump scare.
You!
Oh no, she's been revealed.
What are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters?
Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. Yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship. Yes, it appears to have been a false report, though. Oh, how did that happen? There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop.
Everything is chaos! Passengers are screaming! Crew are running everywhere!
Oh shit.
This first-class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment.
Oh, I see.
Because the more money you have, the calmer you are. Someone triggered the alarm? Sound the alarm, dude! Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside? Ah! You wicked intruder! Dressed in all black! You are the devil! Sorry.
Okay, lady.
Me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is the first. You opened my traveling case! How could you? What? No, we didn't touch it.
That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came into your cabin.
Inspector! Yes? Arrest this man! I know he did it! He is a criminal! Is it not enough that he has killed a man?
Da! And he is stowaway as well! He Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe?
Take him away! He is a trespasser as well as everything else!
Stowing away, trespassing, killing! She is right! You are devil!
It doesn't look good, does it?
There is cell below deck! Throw him in! Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police!
Wait! A cell?
Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there nothing you can do?
This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options.
This is terrible.
This is a real crisis. I've got to find a solution. Immediately! Examine.
Hello? Okay, spider monkey, the fuck?
What are you doing up there? Mr. Show?
Why is he wearing it? Naturally, I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. Have I not told you that as a detective it is my business to know what other people do not?
You know.
Hoo-ha! This is mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no.
Well, why were you hanging from that hook before then?
Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of the 20,000 rubles, naturally. I wish to determine if I could bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce. Come at me, bruh!
Ugh, I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. Ah, you again! The great detective!
Ah! Inspector! I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently.
Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time.
What is to report? Speak!
An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. The case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Uria, has been solved. By me, naturally.
What? Oh, what? That was re-
Really? Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to eliminate all your minds.
Ooh.
For I'm about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case.
Yeah, baby!
Let's do a little dance.
No dance!
A little.
No dance!
Let's do a little
No!
dance.
Stop it! No dance!
Dance.
No dance!
Boogie, boogie, boogie. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Stop it!
Boogie, boogie.
Ha! You have solved it. Even the hedgehog understands this case. We all knew who was responsible for killing Student Boy this morning when we found criminal in wardrobe. It is the stowaway, and he has handcuffs to prove it.
I didn't do it! The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because, as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. That means the culprit must be someone who was inside the cabin.
Yes, it's what's called a lock room mystery in the detective stories.
you, Susato.
Ah! Locked room! That is point!
The room was locked. Well, I can't deny that. Well, I guess I'll go to jail. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin.
You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all. What? Oh yes, there is another entrance.
Oh?
An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door.
What other entrance? We never discovered one.
Why, it gapes open-mouthed at you even as we speak. The ventilator, man!
The ventilator, man!
The ventilator, dude!
The ventilator? You think this is funny? I cannot even put my arm through that hole.
Okay, well, you're gigantic.
That's
for
because
one.
your arms are as thick as tree trunks.
You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening? It's not possible.
But it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. Mr. Sholmes, do you mean... Are you referring to the words Cosmo-sama wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m., I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m., what looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Precisely, my dear madame.
But what does it mean? What is this speckled band?
The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin.
Is it me? He could be any one of us.
Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing?
Jab, jab, punch. Jab, 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 punch. There is a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. Uppercut, left hook. What I am about to expose for all of you to see will shock you to your cores.
Wow, what the?
There's a snake.
Oh! It's a snake! Allow me to introduce you all to the band. The Speckled Band.
He's very talented with trumpet.
Performing live tonight is the band.
Live from-
The Speckled Band.
Live from New York. It's
Snakeday night? I don't know.
a snake.
Indubitably. Ah. He's so calm with the snake around his face.
Mr. Sholmes, just one thing.
Pray, what troubles you?
Well, that snake. The snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say?
Shut up! Yeah, you're right. I think in this case you'd have to call it
The striped band?
the striped band, wouldn't you? You both see and observe with distinction. However, do you not think that this is precisely the trap in which the culprit wishes you to fall?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap!
It's a trap!
You know,
How
like
exactly?
From Star Wars?
You know, like from the Star War? Ever heard of it?
I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought. Let's do a little dance!
Oh boy.
Are you ready, Miss Pavlova?
I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me.
There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one. Last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number two. That same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life.
No. She's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asagi. Looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head.
Good. I would advise a little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. Unless you do, that's kind of freaky.
It's kind of weird, but okay.
So everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular!
Yay!
Do a little dance, boogie,
Do-
boogie, boogie, boogie.
Do a gay dance.
Do a little dance, woo, woo, woo,
Hoo, ha, hoo.
woo. Miss Pavlova, a moment ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me.
Well, I don't exactly sound like that.
Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on the Portunus tonight? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance.
Don't be mean to me.
Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. And yet, the fact leaves us in a quandary.
Oh my
The
god.
victim's... Holy shit! The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, this specimen's markings do not fit the description in any way. What explanation can be given then, pray tell? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this.
Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary, even now hidden behind your back. A dead snake! Yes, that which you are trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's sloughed skin. Evidently, after the subtle and horrible crimes, this most deadly friend of yours
Oh, sorry.
shed its original skin. No?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The vent?
Last night, through the ventilator visible in this cabin, your then speckled friend slithered next door. Using the bells cord on the other side of the bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters.
The serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters.
In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band.
Why are you talking like a top 10 YouTuber?
Top 10 reasons why you're going to jail.
Number 1, your snake fucking sucks.
In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of a crime,
What?
is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it sloughed its skin.
I love the word slough.
A snake so dreadful we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India.
Where the fuck did she get an Indian snake?
We know she's Russian, we know she's been to Shanghai, that's about it.
That's true. How Mr. Asagi died. Finally.
Moving on, we came here to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim.
Oh,
How did this young man lose his life? And why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there are no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstance of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom.
Venom, venom, venom.
Venom! No, if we take that as a
oh god!
We are shown.
we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
Oh no! Could there be?
Yes, an examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively.
He had a flat ass.
The almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges of the snakebite delivered by your terrifying friend. This
makes no sense.
There's no point feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose.
Oh no.
That's right, you hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case.
He was alive.
When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt.
Your serpent ass in.
You don't.
It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend.
To train? But we're on boat. Not safe.
Indeed, you put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you summon it back with a whistle. You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more. Do you deny this snake has undergone such training?
It's not true. I don't venture a little bit.
Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to stink its fangs in once. and its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt, my logic is infallible!
Well, it's kind of fallible. Sky, how much time left do we have in the episode?
Negative 29 seconds.
Perfect.
So see you all next time on Shuttle Junk.
See you guys.